Hey guys, Pitmaster here. I'm here with Vato and we're going to talk about the controversy of the Raquel Pennington, Rocky they call her, and Amanda Nunes stoppage, which it got stopped in the second round, about halfway through the second round. But the big controversy is, I guess the camera and the video that's in the corner heard her saying, "I'm done."
Oh, it was the fourth round, sorry. It was the fourth round.
What did I say?
Second.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
After the fourth round.
It was between the fourth and fifth. It was a title fight, so it was a 5-round fight. It was also the main event of a pay-per-view. So between the fourth and fifth round, which Raquel was losing clearly on all cards. She was losing pretty bad. And she went back to the corner after the fourth round, and she said, "I'm done. I want to," basically she wanted not to go out for the fifth round. But her corner said, "You can do it. Stick it out. Go out there." They gave her words of encouragement, and they sent her back out. And now everybody's going crazy over that. So they're not looking out for her. They're putting her safety in jeopardy.
Coaches with that coach.
Yeah. Terrible coaching. They're saying all kind of things. I go both ways on this. If it was me, I'll tell you right now, without a doubt, not even close to a doubt, I would stop it. I would have stopped it before she said something. I probably would have stopped it between the third and fourth. But with that said, that's not necessarily a good thing. I tend to stop fights too soon, and that's not a good thing. Yes, I protect my fighter a lot more than I think most people do, but I'm also taking chances away from them. I mean, they could go back out in that. She could have gone out in that fifth round and won.
Got a lucky strike.
She could something. Probably not. Chances were very minimal, but it could have happened. She also went out on her shield instead of quitting in a corner. So in other words, if they let her quit, right, then the rest of her life, she's going to know she quit in the corner. And that's going to haunt her. It's going to haunt, it will. I don't care what you say, that will haunt her. But she went out and fought like a hero and went out on her shield. So she's feeling, I think that's the better way to go. Now, some people say, what if she ended up getting really badly hurt? To be honest, in that fight, her nose was broken. Yeah, I know about broken noses. I know how much they hurt. And she was cut. Yeah, I know about cuts. I know how much they hurt. But I didn't see her like in real trouble, like almost getting KO'd. I didn't see her like doing some kind of weird shuffles and being dropped and almost unconscious. I didn't see her being hurt in that way. I saw her being kicked, her leg really bad. But going out that last round, I don't think made a difference for the cuts, her leg hurting, her nose breaking. I don't think that was the reason to stop it. I don't know. So it's like, I would have stopped it. I'm almost sure I would have, but that doesn't mean that's the right thing to do. Maybe her current corner happens to know her a little bit better than you guys do. They might actually train with her. Actually, her girlfriend, who I know for a fact knows her a hell of a lot better than you, she endorsed getting her to go back out. She thought it was a better way to end the fight.
Yeah.
So you can't argue with her fiance. Her fiance thought that was a good call, but everybody else knows better. And I'd be the first one to jump all over that if I saw her like rocked and dropped and she was like out of it. I'd be the first one to say brain damage. If there's brain damage involved, stop it every time. But cuts, a broken nose, and a sore lower leg, those things will heal. Quitting in the corner, that's not going to heal. That's going to haunt her for the rest of her life.
And it was a title shot, so maybe that's the only one she's ever going to get.
Yeah, it was a title shot as well, and it was the UFC. The biggest platform in the world is the UFC. The biggest showcase for all MMA is the UFC. And she was fighting for the UFC world title. So I don't think it was necessarily a bad call to have her go out that last round. I really don't. Like I said, I probably would have stopped it. Let me give you a quick story. I was once at a fight. I wasn't even in the corner of either guy, and I saw one guy that I thought was getting the shit beat out of him too bad. The referee didn't. They were letting it go on. Both corners were letting it go on. But for me, my mentality was one guy's getting the shit beat out of him too much. I actually stood up and said, "Stop the fight!" And the referee, who recognized me, probably thought I was in one of the corners. He stopped the fight. And both corners were like, "Why'd you stop the fight?" And he goes, "Well, John Hackleman told me to stop it." He goes, "He's not in the corner of either fighter." So the commissioner came up to me and said, "Why'd you just say that?" I said, "Because the guy's getting his ass whooped." Well, they started the fight again. And the guy that I stopped it for ended up winning. Now, I don't know if it's because I gave him a rest by saying stop the fight, or he would have come back and won. He probably would have. But I prematurely have stopped fights before, so it's not always a good thing. Everybody always thinks it's this, it's the humane thing to do, it's this and that. And I agree a lot of the times, especially when there's some kind of brain thing going on, like dazed or dropped or something like that, or getting hit straight nonstop in the face really hard. I'm the first one to stop the fight. But over cuts, broken nose, and some bruising on the leg, I don't know. So I don't necessarily agree with it. And I don't think the corner should be taking any fucking shit from anyone, and it's nobody else's fucking business. And I think, in that case, I think they did the right thing. But I see the other side too. But that's how I feel about it.
But I think if Rocky really didn't want to fight, she would have probably went to the ref and been like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's ultimately her going out there. Yeah,
she actually went back out there and she lasted 2.5 minutes. So she lasted halfway, almost to the end of the fight. So can you imagine, instead of quitting in the corner, maybe she had a slight chance of winning, a lucky punch, I doubt it. But there was a better chance of her making it to the end and it being a decision. It didn't quite go that way, but it would have been a shit ton better than quitting in her corner. Quitting in a corner I don't think would have been the answer in this particular case. All right? All right, guys, see you later.